Hello everyone, and welcome to the Singapore Grand Prix. It is of course career mode then, where I'll be starting from the very back of the grid, live commentated, and I'm my Force India as you can see there. This is my first race in a while then, first go on the game in a couple of weeks actually. We'll talk about that more in a minute. Let's go straight into the teammate challenge. Kicking his ass there. I've been promoted to first driver now as well, which is always good. I'm going to start on primes, my usual strategy. Go to options, but I'm not going to pit too much earlier I think in this race because now our tyre wear is quite high. Sit cautious fuel as well. Let's have a quick look at the setup. 1-1 wings, 47.53 high standard brakes, 11.11 balance, 11.66 suspension, that's to help me over the curbs. Full left gears, which is still a little bit too long. And on my fourth engine there, still pretty healthy. And full left camber and full right toe. So here we go then. As I said, first race in a couple of weeks, first go on the game at all in a couple of weeks. I've been busy, as I'm sure you're aware if you looked at my channel update. So I had about 6 laps or so on this track to get back into it. And I think I'm ready. We're about to find out if I'm ready or not. But as I said, starting from the very back of the grid. And I've currently got a pretty healthy championship lead. To that man there, I believe, Lewis Hamilton. It's either him or Webber. And there's my teammate. And there I am right at the very back. So, tricky track to overtake on them, but I'm going to do my best. A lot of people are on options, see there. I think probably everyone's on options, to be honest. But we'll see what we can do then. So we've got 4 lights now, 5 lights. And they're out of my way then, so straight to rich mixture. Doing a pretty good job minimising wheel spin there. Going to get straight on the curves, get up the inside of Deloris. Going to stop using my curves now, save it for the straight. I don't want to be causing a crash coming up very early. Don't want to go the outside of him or not. I've gone for it. Oh, I had to avoid him then. Coming on the outside now then. It's quite tricky. Whoa, must have gone wide there. He's turned into me. Use my curves now then to get past hopefully a few more cars, which I've done indeed. Right there up to 11th place. My teammate's just in front of me for 10th. They're already the first points paying position then. And I've got up the inside. Looks like I've made that stick nicely. Bit of oversteer there on the exit. Gonna sit to Rich just for a minute. See if I can get another couple of places. Oh, very wide there. I've avoid lost time to Grosjean ahead. Oh, big cut. Don't do that. Don't want to have a look at the inside to that corner. It's a nasty corner at the best of times. Nicely in his slipstream now then. Unfortunately, he's also got slipstream. Probably could have had him up the inside there, to be honest. No, could have got a better exit then, but bounced off the curbs. Going to have a look at the inside of him into the next corner. Going to stay wide. But no, once again, it's a tricky corner at the best of times. Go standard for a minute. Not getting anywhere, am I, with this Rich for a minute. All over the curbs, but try not to cut the corner still. Go to Rich now, ready for the straight. Need to avoid that curb inside, I just touched it unfortunately. Just 3/10 then between me and Grosjean. It's all looking pretty tight at the moment. I've got the pace on them, which you would expect, to be honest, on a street circuit. I tend to be pretty good on a street circuit, and also the AI aren't great on street circuits, so it's a double whammy. But they're still pulling away from me a bit now. Look, they're not going to be easy to get, that's for sure. My engine's overheating a bit there. Go back to standard now. Probably could have had him if I was braking a bit later there, but I'm not 100% with braking points. We're going to go look at him now up inside, and I've got him. Running out of space, give him no choice. 9th place then, Maldonado's next. The better corner there, but still wasn't great. And I was going to go defensive, that probably means you'll brake early. Not really. As I'm now trying to get past chicane, which I've done nicely. Got lots of curves left, ready to use some Maldonado down this next straight, hopefully. Go to Rich then. This should be easy. I don't know, I think he must have had a bit of curves as well. Going to wait to go up the inside of him. Here we go. Should be easy from now. Braked about the same point, but I've got the inside line. Hamilton ahead, my championship rival then. One of the guys who's fighting me for the championship. So he's next. That's good to see. P8 then it is at the moment. Braked a little bit late, but got away with it. I'm not being careful with tyre at all. I don't think I would have to in 25%. I'll check my tyres in just a second. No, okay. Only lap 2 though. Oh, it's on wide there and it's dirty yet. Let's stick on standard for a minute. Whoa, he's going slow. I couldn't really get past there again, too risky. So we're both going to get DRS this next straight, so I'm going to try going outside now, outbrake him, squeeze him a bit, and it's worked nicely. Bit of curves now on DRS. I'm going to use all my curves, see if I can get the guy ahead. It's a long way back, but I've gone for it. Can I get slowed down? Just about. Running out of room again. There we go, move done. That's pretty impressive, I'm happy with that. That puts me up to P6. With Master, is it Alonso ahead actually in the Ferrari for a few more points, and I think another Red Bull ahead of him. See on the minimap the leaders are already pulling away, unfortunately. But of course I'm on the slower tyre at the moment, but to be honest there's not a huge difference between the tyres in this track in terms of pace. Tyre weather is, but not really pace. So we'll have a little bit of advantage on them when we pit, but not a huge amount. Nice and close to Alonso now. I think I've got pace on them, haven't I? I'll close up on them pretty quickly. So over the curbs. Oh, was I get a bit beached on that curb, pushed me wider than I wanted to go. So again, I braked a bit late for that corner, but got away with it. I like to bounce over the curb as much as possible in the first part, but didn't quite work out. Nice and close to him now. He's going to go defensive. He's probably slow. He is indeed. I'm going to go on the outside and run this corner. Got a bit wide. Bit of oversteer on the curb, but that was his own fault. I'll go to Rich now, see if I can try and get DRS on the guy ahead. I brake very late. Just about managed to make the corner. It's Webber next. I don't think I'm going to get DRS, but go try for it, otherwise Webber's probably going to get me. I don't know where the detection line is. That might have been it there. I haven't got it. Alonso will have it, but he's a little way back. Rest of my curves I should be okay. He's not going to lunge like I did on Kobayashi. As the Red Bull guys are really close to each other ahead, slowing each other up nicely. Now we just close right up on them. Look at this. Oh, bit of oversteer. So Vettel's just for a podium then, but Webber is one of my championship rivals, so oh, very wide. That's Alonso now going to go defensive, but he's backed out of it. So Webber's one of my championship rivals. If I can beat him, I've extended my lead in the championship for sure. As I cut that corner again, I ran wide here to compromise the second corner because I ran wide in the first one. Braked very late, and I just about get it all slowed down. Don't hit the wall. I'm losing a bit of time to these cars ahead. I'm not having a clean race. But look on the minimap, first and second place, miles ahead. So that's what the rest of this race is going to be on. I think once you get past these guys, looking like a when rather than if, isn't it? Probably have to be pit, to be honest. The rest of the race is going to be spent trying to catch the leaders. So I think a win is potentially on the cards here, all dependent on my pace in the second stint. I'll have to wait and see. Oh, as I run wide. It's okay, I'm still well within touching distance. Webber had a bit of oversteer on that curve as well, so allow me to close up more. Look at this, nice and close now. Thought about having to go to the inside there, but probably wouldn't have worked out. Just bide my time, I'm in no rush. Okay, I'm going to go to Rich now then. As he wants to go to the inside, brake early, so I'm going to try going around outside. I'm going to try it again on Vettel, but I don't think it's going to happen. I'm too far back this time. Yeah, way too far back, look at this. Barely making progress on him. But I have now closed right up on him at least. So we can now have a look at him. Oh, he's gone defensive there already. Lots of oversteer, Vettel gets there. So he closes me off there. See, that's how the AI should drive all the time. Not the first corner bit where he made a mistake, but defensively, being aggressive like that. Not giving me any space because I was being cheeky there, trying to sneak my front wing into his side to see if I can force my way through, but he just cut me off. I had to back out of it. Lost time because of it. That's how real racers do it, and that's how the AI in this game should do it. Rear tyres are getting a bit warm, but not too bad. I suspect Vettel might even pit this lap, you know. If not, it'll be next lap, I should imagine. Probably next lap. But the leaders are still getting away. He's trying to stop that happening. Because then he's trying to get past Vettel. And then get a move on. So a little bit wider than I'd like there. I'd like to hit the curbs nicely, but I didn't do it on that occasion. Touched the wall there. It was noticeable, but felt it from my wheel. Oh, as I got run wide there. Used understeer to correct it, but didn't work. It still pushed me into the wall. Vettel gets a bit more oversteer. I think these AI rear tyres must be quite worn. And this will be an easy overtake now. He's going to go to the inside. Brakes early, but not early enough. Don't really want to overtake him here. I want to get DRS. Here we go. This will be. Oh, Webber was all over my back there, but he got on the curb. He's going to go defensive again. So now I'm going to cut back. I'm going to bother using much curves, to be honest. Stay in the slipstream for a minute. He's actually doing pretty well in the straight, but still pretty easy move at the end of the day since I barely use any curves. We've done then 5 seconds to Rosberg ahead. I believe it's Schumacher leading, so it's looking like a Mercedes 1-2, which I think is more than possible in the real race. That's coming up very soon. I mean, I'm obviously doing this before the race, or anywhere near the race weekend, so but I think it's a strong circuit. Of course, last year it's unlikely. Wouldn't have happened last year in 2012, which this game was based on, of course. It seems fine now, but last year that would have been a miracle. I'm going to use the rest of my curves now then. 5.3 then. Can't remember what it was exactly, it's 5 something. Bit of oversteer on the curb there as I'm already pulling out on Vettel. Already got him just outside my DRS zone, which is good. That's exactly what I needed to do. Because then I need to start concentrating on Rosberg here, closing on him, see if I can clinch the win. It's not easy, but I think it's possible. Because we're not even halfway through this race yet. Nowhere near it, really. Lap 7.5 will be halfway through, so we're in lap 6, coming up to lap 7 now, though. As I think Schumacher's just coming to the pits. There he is, indeed. So I'm past him now, but of course I will have to pit in just a minute. I'm going to stay out for a minute and push. Ran a bit wide there once again. So I didn't get a gap to Rosberg there because Schumacher in the pits, getting in the way. My tyres are a bit warm, but they're alright. Not going to have too many issues, so I could pit now, but I think I'm going to stay out for a minute. Probably pit in this lap. Ready for Rosberg, who's going to probably pit the same lap. We'll see what we can do from there. 1.1, so a couple of tenths. It's not a lot, but it's something. As I said, it will be in the next stint is where I'll gain time if I can. I'll be on the quicker tyre, even though there's not a huge difference. And I'll be on the slower tyre. Coming through the Singapore Sling, which of course won't be there for next year's game. Looking forward to seeing what that corner's going to be like. Both in the game and in real life. Apparently it's going to be quite a high-speed left-hander, which should be interesting. Medium to high-speed corner, so it's not often you get those in street circuits. The reason they didn't do that initially was because of safety, but they've obviously decided to change their mind on that because obviously the curbs they put in there, that Singapore Sling, in real life they weren't very safe anyway. 4.9 then it is to Rosberg, so that's another couple of tenths in that sector. So I'm definitely gaining on him. I think I've got the pace. Like I said, I think I can win. It's just not easy. Chucking the car around now then. It's getting lighter, it's getting more nimble. Oh, very late though. Look at that. Completely missed my apex. That's going to mess me right up. I'm going to take a proper pit entry. If I can remember how to do it. It's the first time I've done it since the league race, and I can indeed remember how to do it. Look at that. Not sure why, but I closed in loads on Rosberg. They're obviously way too cautious inside pit entry, but that was fully legal by me, I'm sure you'll agree. I also ran over a couple of men there. That wasn't great, was it? There we go. It wasn't a bad stop. Good enough. I'm pretty close to Rosberg now as well. And there you can see him just there, not far at all. Schumacher's now coming down the pit straight. And there he goes.
The track is clear. Track is clear.
But he's not far. You can see him there just coming into the first corner. As I just about managed to make it round without crossing the line. So Rosberg is now a lot closer. So yes, they do have a very poor pit entry. For some reason, being overly cautious. Here we go then. So This win is definitely on the cards. Got 7 laps left to do it. Rosberg should be fairly easy once my tyres get up to temperature. Let's have a look. Still bone cold, of course. I'm just feeling where the grip is so far. 1.1 to Rosberg then. It's Schumacher who's going to be the real challenge. But Rosberg, you're maintaining the gap. I'm not pulling on him that quickly yet. I'll say at the moment I'm just kind of feeling where the grip is, so I ran a bit wide there. Coming to the hairpin now. Braked a bit late, but got away with it. Kept it nice and tight. Can use lots of curves now. Come nice and close to Rosberg. I'm going to go to Rich as well, because I might have a look up his inside. No, back out of it. I decided very late to back out of it there. He's got a bit of oversteer on the exit there. I'm going to try go up his outside to the next corner for the inside of the next corner after that. That's the move done. That was quite nicely done. At the standard for a minute. So that's ruined Mercedes' day in terms of a 1-2. If I wasn't here, they would have got 1-2, but I want that win. So I cut the corner again. I don't want to do that too much. I don't like cutting the corner because I feel like whatever result I've got has been just because I was cutting corners. Of course, AI don't cut corners. It's tricky to do on some of these corners, especially when it doesn't penalise you. 4.5 to Schumacher then ahead. Cut that a bit as well. But that's the point, you've got to take as much curb as you can. I'm not going to not even put any wheels on the curb, that's just losing time. That isn't, defeats the object of why I'm playing this game. I'm playing this game to try and be fast, try and win. Takes some of the fun out when you're just trundling around desperately trying not to cut corners. Hence why F1 drivers do it. They're not going to trundle around staying off all the curbs if they can help it, because they gain speed. So 4.5 Schumacher then. I believe it's closed down a little bit. But I definitely feel like I haven't got as much pace advantage on these tyres as I did the previous tyres, to be honest, strangely. But I'm still quicker, so hopefully I can do it. What was it? 4.5 I said, didn't I? So I need to get about just under a second a lap to catch him. It's quite a bit. Heard his car there. Next in the corner. And does it visually closer. Rosberg's definitely further away as well. Purple then, fastest of anyone in that middle sector, so I ran a bit wide. It's okay, they got away with 3.7, so definitely got pace to catch him. But I need to remain consistent. I'll make some mistakes. If I lose a second, that might be it. Oh, big hit on the barrier there, got away with it. To be careful of that. Suspect it'll be close to 3 seconds as we cross the line. 3.2 or something like that. There we go, round the final corner. Let's have a look. 3 seconds dead on, more or less, so that was a new fast lap of the race by me. Just realising as well I could probably go to Rich. Probably got plenty of fuel.
Brilliant lap. You're driving as well as I've ever seen. This is exactly what
Let's have a look, yeah, 2 laps on, saving towards the end. Tyre wear's not too high, and I'll see what sort of laps I can do right towards the end. I should catch Schumacher middle of the next lap, I would say. If I can maintain this pace, which I think I can. Oh, touch the curb, you don't want to do it on the brakes. Got away with it, but it pushes you wide. 2.8, so another couple of tenths first sector alone, which is mostly straight. As you want to avoid that curb with the inside there, but I touched it. Singapore sling once again. So in this game you can take all the curb you saw there. In real life you can't. You've got to dodge between those. I'd rather dodge between them, to be honest, but if I can take them, I will take them. Oh, as I ran wide there, braked a bit too late. But I eased off early. Because if you lock your wheels into that corner, it's a nightmare. You wind up hitting the barrier. I can't avoid it. That happened in my league race. Not this year, I don't believe, but last season it did. So I'm a couple of hundredths up then. 2.2 now to Schumacher. It should be under 2 seconds when we cross the line. So I'm not going to get DRS, but be fairly close to it. Oh, as I run wide once again there. The crowd react. Oh, it said. You see the Mercedes now. Quite closely. I'm closing in on them. At a high rate of knots. And this is almost in my... Let me grasp my hand now. Just get very close to my original lap. Just a couple of hundredths off it, 600ths off it. Oh, it was on my outside wheel there though. Cost me time. Might have got DRS if it wasn't for that. But instead I lost a couple of tenths, but it's not the end of the world. Still looking good. Save some curves because I'll probably be right on him on the next back straight, I should think. If not, we won't be far off it. 0.2 then.
We believe the car ahead is running standard revs. Standard revs.
That's okay, it's nice and close now then. It's just a matter of time now, isn't it? Now I'm this close. Really, even if I made a mistake, I'd probably still be able to close him up unless I lose a front wing or something like that. Whoa, whoa, what's he doing? That was insanely early break that. Whoa, what's he doing? Schumacher tactics. He's doing it again. Go from the inside, I don't know what he's doing. Might have a car problem or something, or maybe it's overly defensive. See if he does it again. He's attacking, not defending. So again, yeah, he brakes really early. I think he must have a brake problem of some description. Perhaps overheating brakes because he's braking very, very early. Rosberg's going to get him. But luckily for them, there's a big gap behind Rosberg, so it's still going to be probably 2 Mercedes on the podium. I'll just stand at the end of this lap then, see if I can get any fastest laps. That'll be rather nice. So a bit robbed then of a lead battle there, but I think it was inevitable, wasn't it? I was always going to get him with that much pace over him. Now the challenge is to see if I can get a fastest lap. So let's go then on Rich now. It's 1.7 down there with time lost behind Schumacher. It's turning too early, they're going to cut the corner slightly, but oh well, I'm in the lead now. It's 4 seconds Schumacher behind. Coming down the back straight now then, using the rest of it, but quite a bit of my curves. So I've done a couple of corner cuts, but they wouldn't cost me so much time, that wouldn't have won this race anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. Hit that curb there, and straddle the next curb, there we go, just like that. I'm going to avoid that curb on the inside, come as close to all, as you can on the outside, that's exactly what I want to do. Straddle that line there, avoid the inside curb, get as close to that barrier like that as you can. Full throttle course, up to 6th gear, brake just after 100 metre, right down to 2nd. Take both these curbs, you want to take them a bit better than that really. Once again, both these curbs, straddle both of them, get on the throttle as early as you can. Avoid that barrier there because there is an invisible barrier. Where the bridge starts there, you can take your front wing off, that's happened before, which was not fun. It's Rosberg and Vettel actually, so Schumacher has lost so much time. So I'm now up 2.2 of my previous, wow. It's definitely going to be a fast lap of the race. Take as much curb there as you can, but missed it a bit, and once again, I can never tell what to do with that last corner. Either avoid the curb altogether, that's pretty quick, because your car is fully settled, or take as much of it as you can by shortening the corner, but it doesn't settle the car. These next corners, take as much curb as you can, and on the outside as well, but I tend to try and avoid that if I can, the outside one. Quick flick of the brakes before the curb there, throttle as early as you can. To come across the line, there we go, 43.5, going to stay on Rich to see if I can improve it again. Let's try not to cut the corner now, which I've managed nicely. The corner is very tricky not to lock your brakes and to be quick. Look at the mini-map. Schumacher's holding everyone up with his horrific brake problems. 12.7 to Rosberg now. That's how much he got held up. Probably 5 seconds or so he got held up. Still, none of my championship contenders on the podium as I'm up a little bit. 800s, more or less. I thought I braked too late then, but the car just gripped. These tyres give me good grip. Able to get on the power very early then as well. Got a bit of oversteer on the exit, but it wasn't too bad. Coming to Singapore Sing now. Brake a bit later, take a bit more curb. Oh, turned it way too early. That's a big cut. But oh well. Hairpin and missed the apex again. That hairpin, you can lose more than you can gain for sure. Should still be purple. That's a pretty quick sector. Amity 2 tenths up. He needs to brake early than later in that corner to get a better line. The line's more important than braking late. And same thing with this one. Brake a bit early. Take as much curb as you can there as possible. Oh, brake too late, but I can get away with it just about. That was a close call. I had to delay, go on the throttle by quite a bit, so this lap probably won't be purple now. I've still got +1 of fuel. First one, wasn't it? Yep. The tyres there, you can see it quite worn now. Still did purple. 43, 2. As I ran a bit wide there. See, that's what happens when you run wide. Let just push me onto the other curb instead. All over the exit curb there. Unsettled the car a bit. This first sector will probably be a couple of tenths off. You want to avoid that inside curb there as well. Just come as close as you can, but no, don't touch it. So I'm going to go with 2 tenths down this first sector, maybe 3. 3, there we go. So this lap isn't going to be purple. As these tyres are definitely giving less grip now, they're a bit more want.
We might need to think about moving to fuel mix mode 2 in the next few laps.
So I've just gone optimal, because my engineer told me so. So since this lap's not going to be that quick anyway, save the fuel, and I'll probably go for it on the next lap, why not? I always feel quite comfortable. That's kind of my strength, is consistency. So that's why I'm generally quite good at street tracks, because I can hold it fairly close to the limit consistently throughout the whole race. So I can come close to barriers, take lots of curb, and feel pretty comfortable. Not be too worried about spinning out or anything like that. I know some drivers, they can be quick at street tracks, but they quite often crash and lose a front wing, things like that, which of course costs a lot of time. It's usually damage one front wing, that's it. You've lost, if you have to pit, you've lost sort of 25, 30 seconds, including the time the slower in lap that you're going to have to do to pit. And I'm going to go rich now. So there's a few people in the pits then, I'm lapping a few guys. There's another car there, there's a Ferrari. Not sure what's happened to him, must be Massa. That's the Lotus as well. Whoa! Badly blocked there. But to be fair, he didn't have to get out of the way. Well, he does, blue flag, but not straight away. He doesn't have to dive out of the way like he would in quali. Fair enough. 18 seconds now to Rosberg. Wow. So this race is very much in the bag. But I kind of expected that Singapore, because it's Singapore. It's a track I enjoy. It's of course a track that I've dominated out the last 2 league races I've raced at. So I think it's probably one of my strongest circuits. It's not one of my most enjoyed. I probably enjoy it more than someone like Monaco, but it's, yeah, I'm just strong. I think it just plays to my strengths. I definitely like stop-start circuits, which is absolutely what this is. Accelerate, brake, accelerate, brake, accelerate, brake, 90-degree corners. That's what I also like, same as Abu Dhabi. Which again, I won both times I've raced at it in the league. One of my weaker tracks, which shouldn't be, which is unfortunately I'm going to miss out because it's not in the calendar next year, because it's not in the game, can be Valencia. That is a strong track for me for sure. That's definitely stop-start, and both times I've gone there I've felt fastest, and both times I've come away disappointed for 2 different reasons. This year of course it was getting taken out of the first corner, big disappointment there. I think I could have won that race. And last season, that was when I saw the red mist, if you remember, if you watched me for long enough, where Ben tapped me and I got a penalty. Forgot you could appeal and get it removed, and then basically just went way too deep into the next corner, red mist style. But anyway, this is this race now, 15 and 15, and there we go. I come across the line to take another win for career mode. I think that must be my 5th or 6th win out of about 14 races, so it's not bad. It's not perfect for sure, but I've not got the fastest car. There we go then. So Lewis Hamilton was 6th, one of my championship rivals. The other rival was Webber in 4th there, 30 seconds back. And Rosberg was just under 20 seconds back. Schumacher then finished in 12th, so just outside the points. Well, about 10 seconds outside the points. So interesting there. Where's my teammate? There he is, P8 then. So he scored a couple of points for the team, which is always good. Championship-wise then. So now I'm 56 points ahead of Webber, so it's looking pretty safe now, isn't it? 2 whole race wins ahead. Bit of a better position than Vettel's in, to be honest, isn't it? But I haven't got a superior car, a bit different. And constructors then, here we go. So Force India still 3rd, still just about hold on to that. 66 points back from Red Bull now then, I believe. We might have gained on them, be about the same. McLaren we will have gained on, I don't think they scored that well. And Mercedes, who will have gained on as well, because Schumacher went out there, they probably would have overtaken us if Schumacher didn't go out. So that's that then. As I've said many times before now, I'm trying to rattle these out before the end of F1 2012's life cycle, before F1 2013 is released. So hopefully we can get to the end of the season and I can take the championship. Thanks for watching, bye bye.